Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Live Show. It's like you got to hear my voice every single day, baby. You know how it is. You're addicted to the grind. You're addicted to the hustle. You're addicted to the gains, just like I am. I want to progress. I want to continue to grow. I want to see it continue to grow, baby. Shout out to Liberland. Appreciate you all. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate your time. May God bless you on this beautiful day, God's day. It is a beautiful day to be alive. And, man, Sundays, baby. I completed my 3-day water fast. The last day, last night, and into the morning. The stuff that's coming out of my, oh my goodness. Haven't eaten in 3 days, and yet there's this dark, I don't even want to say, but I had 2 dates and a banana this morning. I broke my fast with 2 dates and a banana. I broke my fast just like Muhammad did with a date. I figured, why not? He went, and isn't that funny? Jesus fasted. Muhammad's fasted. Anyone associated with God, spirituality, was fasting. Don't you think fasting has something to it? It's pretty simple in life. Like the messages are coming at you all the time. Whether you listen to them or not is up to you. I listened. I heard that fasting was good for me. I do fasting. I'm not an idiot. Sorry, I shouldn't say that, but I can pick up on things that are good for me. All right? They brainwash you with nonsense day in and day out. That's my dream house right there. $27 million overlooking the water. Martha's Vineyard. Absolutely beautiful. I will own that house in probably 2 years. That'll be mine. I'll be worth $100 million and I'll buy that house. It's going to happen. All right? That's my first $100 million. We're going to $1 billion, so we're going to make $100 million like at least 10 times. All right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Yesterday, or last night, I put out the green box where I believe Bitcoin was going to go. And look, I'm pretty spot on. I mean, it's basically almost in my box. I'm very, very close. Did it get inside? Let's take a look. Almost. I feel like there's a wick touching. Almost. But I was pretty dang close. That's pretty dang good if you ask me. Predicting where price will be the next morning. Right there. Yesterday, we gave you this cup and handle, and we got a massive short squeeze on the live stream. It was unbelievable. Who was here last night for the live stream? That was insane. It was a 3-hour live stream. We couldn't stop trading. Bitcoin was out of control. Continued to pump like we wouldn't believe. It was crazy. One of the funnest live streams I've ever had. I mean, it just continued to rip. So shout out to anyone that jumped on in. We also got into some altcoins. We had a blast. We talked about so much, and it was amazing. So who here was here for that live stream last night? Because it was insane. I was there, baby. Dude, that was insane. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. Shout out to Clipto Plumber. I'm going to Envy this year. I live in New Hampshire. Let me know when you're there, man. I've got a house there. My dad bought a house there in 1980 or 19 even for $100,000 in the middle of the woods. My dad was an iron worker. My mom was a school teacher. Unbelievable. Most fun, not funner or funnest. I was there last night too. It was the funnest, dude. Dude, come on, it was the funnest. Don't say that most fun stuff. No. It was the absolute funnest stream ever. Get out of here with that nonsense. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, hanging out with the lifer on this beautiful Sunday morning. Where are we going? We're getting a little bit of a red action. We went as high as 48,569, only to get rejected by 48,005. Come back down. We do have some bearish div on the bigger time frames, and this is what I worked out. But let's start fresh again, like I do every single day. Right off the bat, we got a little bit of bearish div. This is a rising wedge. Rising wedges break up parabolically, though. As long as the 1 hour holds this 21-day moving average and this previous resistance becomes support, it's a big chance we can get a nice lift off here for Bitcoin out of this flag to the upside. And I look at these are called, I call these ascending cup and handles. The cup is like ascending to the upside, see? And the handle's still there. That's still, to me, what's called a half a cup a handle or an ascending cup and handle. You won't find this if you look it up. I made these terms myself. I came up with my own trading terms because they didn't exist, and I saw things that I know are true. So that's an ascending cup and handle. It does have a target further to the upside here at about 50,244. And who else is going to show you patterns that no one else has ever even called before? Like, I make up my own patterns. When you create your own theories, all right, as long as they work, dude, no one can say anything about you. As long as you're making gains, everyone that I teach learns how to trade. I see thousands of people around the world have learned how to trade with me. It's a fact. I've seen people buy businesses, pay off loans, make millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Insane. In December, we were the biggest group on MEXC, cashing in over $1 billion in volume. We did $7 billion in volume this year alone. The Lifers were one of the biggest trading groups to be reckoned with. And that means we weren't getting wrecked. We were consistently trading. So the numbers speak for themselves. We were a force to be reckoned with. The crypto Lifers are something serious in this industry. Everybody knows who the Lifer is. Everybody, I'm telling you right now, everybody in the industry knows who we are. Everybody. We might as well have 1 million subscribers, baby. And, we did that with consistency, with honor, with respect, family, putting family first every single day. And that's how I'm able to produce just the positive energy. And God, putting God first, too. You put God first and everything will come into play. All right. So we'll get back to this 1 hour. I'm just going to do my fast analysis top down for you. If you're just starting out, if you never saw me before. Now, remember, I called this weekly support and resistance area, and I kept saying, as long as we don't lose 41,375, we're not going to the downside. And everyone was like, oh, okay. And it turned out to be perfectly true, exactly as planned. Now we broke out. Now, as long as a weekly candle doesn't close below 44,000, I'm bullish. 44,200, Yes, we're at a bit of a resistance, but in my humble opinion, on the weekly, we broke above 2 weekly candles. You see that? We're above weekly resistance right now. The weekly resistance is 46,000, 47K, 46,950. So as long as we close a candle above this, I'm extra bullish. All I want is this. We could come all the way back down. As long as the weekly candle closes above this yellow line, I'm good to go. I take it one step at a time. And by staying calm and looking at the weekly, I was able to calmly tell you all that we were in good shape for a move to the upside, right? So we went over that. You guys talked. And again, remember when we got above here? Remember when I told you about the 5-day chart and I said as long as we stay above the 200 SMA, we're not going to go to the downside. This is where people got a little bit of bearish and started calling this a bear flag. Started saying, oh, we're in a bear flag, capo and stuff like this. All these people said Bitcoin. They're in doubt, man. It's a halving, bro. There's these people that don't understand Bitcoin's halving. And they look at the charts like, oh, it has to be. Look, like you got that one guy, savvy. Sorry, I was sneezing there. Here's a high, here's a low. He keeps saying that we're on the way to 10,000. Like he's been saying it from here. He's been saying it from here. Like at one point you got to stop. Like you got to stop. Like it's not cool. You know what I mean? Anyway, whatever, man. But I like what Master Friend said. Remember those who told you to short Bitcoin last year over and over again. Stop giving them your money. They know nothing and prove it to you daily. And I said, isn't it crazy? People still support these people. I'll get rich in their face. I'm done being nice. Let them eat my Escalade dust as you shorted to zero. You know what I mean? I know that's pompous and rude, but I get sick of it, man. How are you going to tell hundreds and hundreds of people over and over again to short a market? How are you going to do that? And then, and people will still be like, oh, we love you, Cabo. Look, here he is. Calling for... Now he's saying we're going to go up, but then come back down to 30K. This is someone who's trying to tell you what's going to happen. He's like, it's Wyckoff. It's a perfect Wyckoff. These people are insane. Wyckoff can be whatever you want it to be. And honestly, I'll give him some credit there. That looks like it could be a Wyckoff. But come on, dude. Before the halving, you're going to have people dumping Bitcoin? It doesn't make sense. Like, why is this? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, God bless him. Capo waiting for 14K. Yeah, exactly. So insane. So your tears been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars So, I just want you guys to know that if the YouTuber you're listening to isn't going every single day, isn't putting in every single thing they have, then there's more for them to give, and we just give the most because we care about you the most. All right. So beautiful move here for Bitcoin. 5-day chart. I do see some bearish div on the 5-day. Strong. That's bearish divergence. This is bearish divergence too. I'm saying that is bearish div. I got to tell you, everybody. And we could have lack of bullish momentum. We could definitely dump to the downside. I'm open-minded. We could go to 10K. We could go all the way and make new lows. See, the thing is, I'm open-minded, but I don't tell you that it's going to happen. We don't know what's going to happen. See, we're accurate traders because we always tell ourselves we know nothing but the fact of our own ignorance. We just don't know. Stop doing that. All right, this guy, you're out. I'm hiding you on the channel, man. I can't stand that like cheerleader stuff. My friend who is a great day trader had me bearish all 2022 saying we're going to 10K. Safe to say we haven't spoken in months. He's still sidelined. Yeah, man. Don't listen to other people. Become the indicator. Like, listen to the 200 SMA. Look, women lie. Men lie. The charts don't lie, man. Crypto University, bro. Spot on. Like, he's going to tell you what's going down. Shout out to anyone here. If you want to trade where we trade, if you want to join the trading group, hit the link in the comment section. I have a pinned comment section. We make it super easy. It's highlighted blue. You click on it. You can join the trading group right away. If you come to my website and you scroll up, you'll be opted in to subscribe to our newsletter. It is awesome 2 days a week, Saturday and Sunday. And just by the 10 to 15 seconds it takes to put in your email address, I'm going to give you so much value back. And click this box so we can opt you in for more. Subscribe, baby. I can't wait to see you as part of my newsletter. It's amazing. That newsletter provides so much value, and I'm super excited to continue to grind with each and every one of you. All right. Let's get back to the Bitcoin chart and break down what I'm seeing. So I do see some bearish div. I'll say that. I'm open-minded to it. Some say that this was the bearish divergence here, though. It played out. We bounced back, and now we're in a separate divergence. I'm open-minded to that too, but I'm still wary of it. As long as we stay above the 21-day moving average on the 5-day, we have nothing to worry about. As long as we stay above the key level on the weekly, like I talked about, 44,000, we have nothing to worry about. So we'll keep looking at the weekly and taking it day by day. The second the weekly loses a key level, we'll start to be bearish. It's that simple. You don't have to turn bearish until you need to be. Right now, look, low, high, higher low, higher high. Unless Bitcoin breaks this low at 25,000, you're in an uptrend, period. Right? There's your low, there's your high. There's your low, there's your high. Put in a higher low right there. That was your higher low. You're going for a higher high. Look, that was low, high, higher low. When you put in a higher low like that, you're likely going to the upside. So Bitcoin has already showed us through trend analysis that it's likely going to the upside. All right. So don't stress the people that are bearish. I don't think they're paying attention to the day to day. All right. And honestly, they could learn a lot if they took one session. Capo, literally, if Capo took one of my beginner sessions, the 2 hour, he would have made so much money in the last few months. So to the upside, all the way to the upside. So 3-day chart also sporting a nasty bearish div. I just got to put this out there. I mean, 8 out of 10 times, you're going to get a dump from this. It's a nasty bearish div. However, the stochastics are showing some light, but they could bend and turn over on us. Let's move on into the daily chart. The daily just got above daily resistance. That was resistance on the daily. We got above it. As long as Bitcoin stays back above 46,800, expect no more downside. But the daily will have to consolidate here for at least the next 8 or 9 days. I see sideways price action for Bitcoin while the alts just go crazy. I would get ready for a little bit of alt season here for Bitcoin. And we'll take a look at Bitcoin dominant and see if it's going to give it up as well. I'm going to be more active on my stack. Come on, man. Gun into Twitter. Trend is your friend until it ends, baby. Usually only watch you on the weekdays. Glad I could catch you today. Shout out to Daniel Jackson. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Sharing your most precious asset. 600 beautiful souls in the live on an impromptu Sunday. That's how much I used to get on my big live stream. Now when I just show up at any random time, you people are really awesome. The support I've been getting is unbelievable. I'm going to continue to push every single day. I'm not going to stop. There's just no reason. not taking a day off. So look, as long as the daily stays in this flag, so we're looking for the stochastics to reset, for the daily to go sideways, and then continue to the upside. Looks like we'll get some consolidation, which will be nice. Just like this, we had 7 days here. After a pump, you consolidate. Bitcoin usually doesn't continue voraciously. All right, let's move into the 1 hour now. And that takes us to the, the rising wedge that I had formed here. Rising wedges can break out parabolically, right? And I'll get rid of this projection because that's all it is. It's just a projection. Now, rising wedges break down 68% of the time. To me, this is likely to break down. Hopefully, it can consolidate like so. It'll break down like this. This is what we're looking for. And consolidate above this level. As long as the daily holds this line, we're good to go. At the daily resistance that we broke back above. We fall below it, then we'll start looking at other things. It could be a shoulder, could be a head, could be a right shoulder breaking to the downside. I'll be ready for it because I can see everything. I'm very privy to projection theory, and I can see a lot of what's could possibly happen. And then I'll take the quantum theory. It's quantum theory. You pick all the different entries, and then you go with the one that actually happens. So look, this is a shoulder. This is a head. That's a bit of a right shoulder. So, and this is bearish div on the 1 hour time frame. There to there is pretty flat or to the downside, right? And from here to here is to the upside for Bitcoin. So that's bearish divergence for BTC. Telling you that, and we've hit a resistance at 48,044, 48.5. So 48,593 we wicked to, couldn't get back above, all right? So what do I see happening for Bitcoin? I mean, right now it's pointing to the downside. Let's look at our 15-minute. Our 15-minute wants to bounce a little bit, but that's a shoulder head and a right shoulder for sure. And I can see us going back down to the 200 SMA. Did we lose the 200 in the 7-minute? Not yet. So I remain bullish until we lose the 200 SMA in the 7-minute. Once we lose the 200 SMA in the 7-minute, I would be watching for the 15. And if we lose the 15, I would remain even more bearish, right? But for the most part, I see the daily going sideways. As long as the daily stays above this level, we're pretty good to go. So, what's cracking for the day? Honestly, there's still a chance we do break out of this parabolically. That's still a possibility here for BTC. I'm not ruling it out until we lose key 200 SMAs. So this is definitely something that could happen into the weekly close tonight. That measured move takes you to 52,420. Remember, a $1,000 move isn't that big of a deal anymore. When Bitcoin was 20,000 and it moved 2,000, it was 10%. Now when it moves $1,000, it's 2%. And Bitcoin can go 2-3% in a day all the time, so it can easily go 5%. So there's a chance. So look, if we break down from here, I'd be looking for a bigger long. And if we can, if I start seeing the 1 hour curve and we show signs that we're not going to go back below, let's say this key level right here, 47,000, 48K. If 48K can hold, then we can go parabolically to 50K. So I'm watching this area on the 7 and the 15 throughout the next 3 hours. That's going to produce the confirmation of what's likely going to happen for the rest of the day. So this is where I stand for BTC, and you can kind of see my two projections. And I'm also open-minded to bearishness if we break this key level. All right. A lot of people are building shorts up here, convinced that we hit resistance. So there's going to be a lot of stop losses up here too, which tells me that we could get a bit of a pump. Bitcoin just did a nice pump from 47,995 all the way back to 48,120. Shout out to Czar. Hey, Sam, thanks for all you're doing. After the hard week of trading and getting stopped out a lot, I just remained calm and went back to what you guys teach. Made all the losses back and now in gains. Thanks to you and your team. Wow, dude. You kept a positive mindset and believed you were the opportunity. That's what really happened, see? Trading is just a byproduct of your mental health. If you believe you are the best, then it's good. You're going to have a good time trading. If you believe you're worthless and nothing's going to happen to you, you're probably going to lose a lot of money. Your mentality creates a lot of what happens in trading. You must have a positive mentality. You must build yourself up. It's very difficult to be a positive trader and be depressed. Like, that's why I teach positive energy. That's why I teach getting yourself right. That's why I teach working out, creating those endorphins, getting yourself ready. These things are all super important. This is your Bitcoin update, everybody. I don't do a lot of super chats on Sunday morning. Go to your family. This is God's day. It also is the Super Bowl, but go to your family. Have a beautiful time. I'm going to go spend some time with my kids and my wife. I love you all. We're in and out today for a quick update so you can get back to your wife and kids. I love you all. Thank you for being here. And back to your husband and kids too, because I know there's women out here. Or back to your significant other if you swing whatever way. I don't know. Hey. Ask not how much money lifer has made. Ask what you can make if you join the 99. Amen. Honestly, what I make doesn't matter, right? Say I made 10 grand this morning. What would that matter to you? Say I lost 10 grand this morning. Well, I'm just being, you know what I mean? You'd want to see that I'm a profitable trader and that my system works. I have to prove that, and I do every day, right? I've already proven that like literally for years now. I don't have anything else to prove at this point. I just got to keep doing what I do. But what someone else makes is not, another man's wallet has no, if Crypto Billy makes 10 million today, I mean, I'm super happy for him. And honestly, it's good for me because he's in my network and I want to see him do well. But, I'm just saying, like, what someone else does is nothing, May the gains continue to be in your favor. Amen. Shout out to Stack McChange, GF Burke, Crypto Billy, everybody here on the live. Shout out to all the fan funding that came in this morning. $140. Wow, $7 in super chats. God bless Mac Tire. We love you, and I'm happy that you got back in the green. It's not easy to be a losing trader and switch it back to positive. That's actually was one of the hardest things that I ever did, was to switch back to positive. So I gave you my update for Bitcoin. There's a chance that the 7-minute 200 SMA holds us down. The second we lose the 200 SMA in the 7, look for us to drop to this point of control at 47,300. And then see if we test this $46,800 level. That's going to be your daily, or your weekly, the weekly support, right? Let's just double check that. Yeah, 46,800 is that weekly support right there that I'm liking. 47K really. So I broke it down for you from the weekly all the way back down to about the 7 to the 15-minute time frame. I gave you all the sauce that you need to see what's happening in the market. Definitely a head and shoulder pattern, but starting to get somewhat of a bounce. Interesting. I'm getting mixed signals though, and I do see bearish div, so I remain more bearish than bullish unless Bitcoin can get back above 45,679 on the short term, and I'm bullish on the long term on the weekly time frame. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Also, I want to show you we're producing more and more content on a daily basis. Make sure you're checking out what we're making. The Maximize Prop. This is a weekly video every single week. You got to check this video out. It'll blow your mind. All right. I'm showing you how I got into EGAN layer and exactly how I did it. That's closed now, time sensitive. A top AI pick, this is a beautifully scripted video, which will take you and teach you all about just, BitTensor and more. I just think, you want to learn about these things. My crypto on the goes have awesome alpha on the low. There's just a lot of information here that we want to show you. So pay attention. Focus. It's just sad. My live streams get thousands of views. But whenever I make content, I guess you're saying people don't think it's worth it, but I'm telling you it is. It's alpha I'm never going to waste your time. So there's no difference between a video that I make and my live stream. I'm telling you, I'm never going to waste your time. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Can't speak there. And we'll leave with no eat, no pay. God bless you. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day.